Hello everyone. This was unexpected. Most of the people who would want to see this film have seen it by now. It's 4 months old. It came out actually back in November, but it was still playing in my theater, and so I thought I'd go check it out. So, intro. I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. This is Grant, the movie and TV guy movie review show. Movies and TV, that's what we do here. And the movie we're going to talk about today, it's a movie that's already technically out on home video. It's actually I saw it in theaters tonight, but it's out of theaters for the most part now, or at least it's reached that threshold. But in my little town, it's still playing, and that is The Croods, A New Age. This is the sequel to The Croods, which I believe is from 2013, I believe. It was a DreamWorks animated feature. This film is directed by Joel Crawford. Let's talk about it. So, The Croods, A New Age is the sequel to The Croods, which, I'm going to be honest, the only time I saw the first The Croods was back in 2013, so I remember Jack Diddley and Squat about the first film, other than that Nick Cage played the dad. That's about it. So, I kind of walked into The Croods, A New Age with fresh eyes. I remember enjoying the first film overall. It was just kind of an inoffensive, animated film. Didn't really stick in my memory. I literally just remember that Nicolas Cage is the dad, but otherwise, it was kind of forgettable. But I didn't dislike it. I was just kind of sitting you go in and it's kind of immediately out of your memory. The Croods, A New Age, on the other hand, the second film, this falls into that rare category of movies like Angry Birds 2 or Hotel Transylvania 2, where it's the sequel to kind of a forgettable first film, animated sequel, that is not only better than the first one, but is genuinely funnier, genuinely better imagined. Everyone seems more enthusiastic about it. I was pretty much laughing through a lot of The Croods 2. I'm really glad I didn't miss it. On the big screen. It's a beautiful looking film, too. So The Croods, A New Age, very funny. Very, very funny. And it doesn't have a lot of deeper emotion. It's not like Raya and the Last Dragon, but oh boy, is it funny. It's really funny. Some guy, like needle dropping of the Partridge Family kind of gag whenever they go to I Think I Love You over and over, including Tenacious D during the credits. Jack Black and Kyle Gass. That was great. Very funny. So what's the premise? So it's been a while. I'm guessing around the same time. Shortly thereafter, maybe. Definitely not 8 years from the last time. 7 years, rather. The Croods family. We got Father Grug, Mother Ugg, and then we got the daughters, the daughter Eep. I forget what the little girl's name is. She's basically kind of feral, monster, baby girl who's kind of supposed to be part animal. And then we also got Thunk, her brother. I forgot the daughter Eep was voiced by Emma Stone. That's right. And they also have sort of a pseudo-adoptive member of the family / Eep's love interest, Guy, the slightly more advanced cave person, played by Ryan Reynolds. So, the gang's all back, and this time, it sort of starts with a little bit of backstory about Guy. We find out that he lost his family, but it's okay now because he's found sort of a family with the Croods. But he's still looking for what he calls tomorrow, and he finds it in this very, they end up in this very strange place that Grug finds. It's actually a new part of this sort of world, and it's sort of like a valley, like a garden with all these beautiful creatures and flora and fauna all over the place, run by another cave family, but a slightly more involved one called the Bettermans, as in Better Mans, who are led by, who's the daughter Dawn, and then Mr. and Mrs. Betterman, who are, the father is voiced by Peter Dinklage, which is amazing, because for so much of the movie I thought it was Jeffrey Tambor, but no, it's Peter Dinklage. Unrecognizable voice. Then Leslie Mann is Mrs. Betterman. I knew that because I'm a big fan of hers. Basically, Mr. and Mrs. Betterman, I would honestly call them the Cave Karens. They're kind of Mr. and Mrs., they're kind of the Mr. and Mrs. Let me speak to your manager. They're kind of hoity-toity, kind of yuppie, they kind of, let's just say, they don't like the dirty feet of the cave people. It's all an allegory for racism, everybody. And xenophobia. So basically no, it's not. We're not talking Zootopia here. We're talking The Croods. So, we gotta still know our place. But, it's it's about, societal differences. And so basically, and then the grandma Croods, sorry, I almost forgot her, played by the late, terrific Cloris Leachman, who was not late when the movie came out, but is now. She passed away, I think, a month or two ago. Comic icon, comic legend. Oh, she will be missing. She's hilarious here. There's a hairpiece that's actually a flying creature she calls Wigasus. Like Pegasus. I honestly kind of loved the Croods: A New Age. I was shocked. I laughed pretty much throughout. One gag in particular involving a piece of bamboo going into a place on the human face, a piece of bamboo she'd never go into, got me laughing. It happened about 3 times in the movie, and every single time I laughed. It just kept giving. This is also a movie that's really understands the rule of a running gag, which is that running gags are all by nature some variation on the same joke, but the thing is, it's the variation and the building of that joke, and this movie nails it multiple times, including grandma's sleep habits. One great one involves the character of Thunk, like I said, the brother, who's kind of, the dorky kind of chubby brother, who is basically like a cave couch potato. He kind of, but they don't have TV, of course, but they have a window. He's never seen a window before, and so he treats it like almost like a flat screen TV. He says, I'm gonna go see what the birds are doing. Very funny. And they keep building that joke too. There's a part where Mrs. Betterman freaks out, and they have kind of a blurped, it's supposed to be a 4-letter word that's bleeped out, and she goes, oh, this is a show for adults. Jokes that are really funny for a kid's film, and some kind of pseudo, almost kind of too close for comfort jokes about the budding friendship between Grug and Mr. Betterman that also leads to that said needle drop. Very funny. The Banana Bros. Monkeys that communicate with punches and other sort of, violent attacks. They're called the Punch Monkeys. I got this, gentlemen. I'm fluent in Punch Monkey. Not much more to say, you guys. I really dug this flick. The Croods: A New Age basically would have been more temperamented. It would have been more of a matinee because first I was like, how am I going to give the Croods 2 more than that? But around the time of the bamboo gag, I'm like 4 stars. So I'm going to give the Croods a new. That alone, those gags alone, and the gags that would follow it involving the Punch Monkeys, to me are enough to give it the extra half-star boost, making it worthwhile to walk said 2 blocks. Those who are new to my channel, I say that a 4-star movie to me is a movie that's good enough that I feel like if your car breaks down and you can't repair it for 2 hours and you're 2 blocks from a movie theater, it's worth walking the 2 blocks to see it. So that's the Croods: A New Age. So 4 stars for me. Can't pull the final trigger. Can't do like Ryan the Last Dragon where I gave it 5 stars and said it was, terrific in every way. It's because that movie was funny, but it also had deeper emotional resonance. This is just a comedy. It's a slapstick comedy. The other thing I like too is it's similar to Tom and Jerry, and why I like that movie more than others is that the slapstick violence in the movie is genuinely kind of looks like it hurt. It feels more like a tribute to the old kind of style. Yeah, I dug this flick. Croods: A New Age gets 4 stars out of 5. I really liked it. So, moving on. We're going to close the book on that movie review-wise. We're going to do trailer trash now. I did a nice little log here. It was me and 2 other people, so they didn't really mind. So the log is trailer trash. Minions: The Rise of Gru. I saw this trailer before quarantine. I honestly forgot this movie was coming out. I'm not gonna lie. But here's the thing, I'm kind of looking forward to it because I really like the Despicable Me-verse. I don't know why, I just think they keep being good. They're funny. Even Minions I liked more than because I just thought it was funny. Some of the gags were just funny. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. We talked about this in the rest of these in Raya. Luca, the new Pixar movie, looks cute, looks charming. Peter Rabbit 2, The Runaway, again, surprisingly really dug the first Peter Rabbit, so I'm really looking forward to this one. And the last one is not a lot, is The Boss Baby 2 Family Business. Again, shockingly like the first Boss Baby. I thought it was funny, because again, it was basically Glenn Baby, Glenn Ross, and I dug that. But G-rated, without all the, the bleeped out words in it, that would, the words they'd have to bleep in a kid's movie. So that was cool. The cookies are for closers only. Put the cookie down. And even going all the way getting Alec Baldwin playing basically his character as a baby. Like, perfect. So yeah, that's it. Was there shawarma? Yes, kind of. There was like a little bit of like a scene/montage that kind of was an epilogue. Kind of cute. Had some good sight gags in it. And the other reason is there were 2 Jack Black songs in this during the credits. There was one with Tenacious D and one with Haim. So both were good. The last one in particular was really catchy. I almost want to look it up and listen to it again. It's kind of earwormed into my head. So yeah, let's close the book on The Croods: A New Age. Most of you have probably already seen it who were even watching this review. It's mostly left theater. So Croods: A New Age. I liked it a lot. 4 stars out of 5. I'm going to be back tomorrow, I'm thinking, with maybe the review of the new documentary 76 Days, which is about the beginning of the COVID pandemic in Wuhan, China. Looking forward to that. And then I heard it's fantastic. And then I also, Friday, I got my ticket. In fact, our little town is getting that movie I mentioned in previous Trailer Trash's Long Weekend, which I know is probably not going to get views. It's like a small little indie romance movie, but I'm seeing it Friday night, so I'll have a review then, and I'm also going to do a video on Amber Ruffin Show. And I might watch that Jennifer Garner movie on Netflix, maybe. Who knows? We'll review that if I do. And next week, the only thing I know other than Falcon and Winter Soldier is we have the Snyder Cut of Justice League. So 4 hours of mayhem and unnecessary slow motion and unnecessarily grim colors. Fun. So, that's it. Thank you all for watching. Love you all. Appreciate you all. Be kind to one another. Fly onto the skyline, Wigasus. I really dug this movie. This was shockingly good. I'm going to remember this movie a lot longer than I did the first one. I might even rewatch some of it. Appreciate you all. Love you all that noise. Love you 3000. Love you all classes missed. Thank you all.